here we are with the fourth of the mini-series on bunker play. In part 3, I explained to you that basically bunker play was a pitching swing with an inch of sand and then opening the stance. Now, there's two ways of opening the stance. There's the classic way that we've been teaching for decades and decades, but over the last 10-15 years, there's been a school of thought on the tours that we cut across the ball in a sort of radial scything motion. So let me show you the classic out to in bunker shot. I'm going to go towards the blue flag. I'm going to just put in a couple of tram lines that would show you the normal direction towards the hole. So I can hit you a shot with my sort of inch of sand. It'll go a bit too far, but there's the basic golf swing travelling down the target line. So we diffuse the blow, taking the inch of sand, by going around the circle. So when I look down, the line that I want to hit is now between my feet. So this is the classic way of opening the stance. The swing path is now along the line of my toes. The blade is square to the target, but the blade will be open to the swing path as I make it. So here we have the classic, served us in good stead for many decades, out to in, face open, just a little splash shot, and the ball pops up absolutely beautifully. Now, you might wonder, if that works, why should we ever change it? But the modern or the radial way of playing a bunker shot is very good for the longer bunker shots. You'll hear the commentators say, oh, he's got a 50-60 yard bunker shot or a 40-yard splash shot, one of the hardest shots in golf. Absolutely. So, the latest way of playing a bunker shot, my parallel lines are still evident. My line of contact is evident, but I'm going to have a very wide stance. And notice that my toe line is parallel. I'm not opening my stance. Now, the swing is going to be a circular arc. It's going to go around behind me to the ball. So we're not cutting the ball from out to in on a straight line. We are sort of scything the ball out, you know, like those grass scythes, okay, or a sickle. We're coming around the shot in that direction. So here we go, broad stance, weight on my left side. If I had my weight even, the shallow angle of attack would hit the sand here. The shallow angle of attack needs to be taken to the ball. So we leave the weight over the left foot. Okay, so here we go. I focus on the line. I go behind me, around and around, and the ball comes out very, very softly. Do you notice how the ball released in a straight line? It didn't kick to the right. So, when you first try this, you think this is a perfect recipe for shanking. It goes against all the things we've ever done, but trust me, it works. And it works for good reason. It's not just a fancy idea. It's based upon good basic mechanics. Square stance, broad, weight on the left knee. I'm turning my chest in this direction and around. And the other thing about this shot is when you're playing the gentle shot, the club doesn't stall because you're keeping the core muscles and moving and the chest. So here we go, weight on my left foot, around behind me, around and around, and out the ball pops. Okay? So if you were 35, 40, 50 yards away, play this shot with your with your wedge or your 9-iron, even your 8-iron. I'll do a big version of it now. So around and around, here we go. You can send the ball out across the green, very much more control. Try that with a wedge, 9 or 8-iron. You'll be amazed how far you can splash it. So don't replace one with the other. I would basically stay with what you've learned historically as one shot, and then add the rotary radial cutting bunker shot, the new one, as and when you need it. Don't discard one for the other. I would keep both in your locker.